team player, and the way Spain grew into the tournament and stuck to their philosophy and just peaked at the right time, and this is so important when you play competitions, because when you get to the final stage, the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, the finals, you need to have A, your best players available, and B, you need to have them in the best shape and the best form. And I think this is what happened to Spain. They absolutely dominated in the Argentina, and maybe it was one game too far for the GOAT tonight.
For the GOAT, Leo Messi. So many records are broken at this FIFA World Cup. 21 goals in his FIFA World Cup history. 8 of those goals scored in this particular tournament. He lit the tournament up. And now we will find out whether those that make these decisions will say golden ball, best player of the tournament, especially after a final where he barely touched the ball. Azerbaijan, what would your vote be after the 120 minutes of football we have just seen about the best player at the tournament?
For me, it was a difficult game against him. I think the Spanish had a good game plan, to put him in a narrow space that he can receive the ball between the lines. So for me, the Spanish game plan worked well for them. Everybody was expecting much more from Messi. He was a little today, and I think it was the cause of the team today. So if everybody is looking for that pass for Messi and they don't find it, it's their game plan since day one. So if you're able to see that game plan, then it will be difficult.
You, Azerbaijan, would you give Messi golden ball?
He still deserves it for me. He still deserves it. Although he had a quiet game today, but for me, he still deserves it.
It's not a game. It's a final. The World Cup final. It's not a quiet game. It's a quiet World Cup final. The most important match of them all.
Yeah, but if you see the whole tournament, because that's what it's about. It's about the best player of the tournament, not of the final. I'm sure he's not going to get on the final because
he's not the superior player of the match.
The Spanish player. But when we're talking about the tournament, from game 1 to the final, I think he's the most consistent out of all.
You said to the final, and let's not count the final.
Yeah, that's why you have a final game.
Okay, the best player of the final. So you don't count the final, right? Up until the semi.
You count the final, but there's the best player of the game will be obviously the team who won the game. But when you're talking about the tournament, because that's what it's about. The tournament, I think, is the one who took his team from game 1 to the final.
So the Spanish would have a different nominee that they would like to put forward potentially, as they've also gone on to win the tournament and have been so dominant, especially in the last 2 games.
I think we didn't pick up on Coach Roberto when he said the goalkeeper can also be the player of the tournament. And we just thought about clean sheets. Why not?
Because they have their own category. There's a goalkeeper of the tournament.
Yeah, even if you have your own category, it means he influenced and ushered this team to the final. Because Roger could be another candidate to be a player of the tournament, though he didn't score many goals, but he was instrumental for them. But I'm just saying, the game changer. Where have you seen in the world a tournament that ends with 18 conceding only 1 goal with 8 matches when we are used to 7 matches that you play, including the final? So I'm looking at Spain and I'm saying they actually giving us a template of how to play a tournament as well. Because in your tournament, you need to have instigators that instigate the tempo, how aggressive, how demanding, how competitive you're going to be, maintainers, accelerators, game changers, and game disruptors. And they gave us exactly that. I call them the sweetest beasts against aggressive beasts. Argentina is an aggressive beast, but Spain is a sweet beast.
And it had to end, I guess, if you look back now, with the benefit of hindsight, Argentina squeaking through, and then now running into a Spanish side that just were not going to allow Argentina to continue to squeak through.
Yeah, you have to give credit to Argentina as well tonight, because they were so resilient during the game, defending and working hard and helping each other. And even when they went down to 10 men,
how big was that in the outcome of the match? Enzo Fernandez, that red card around the 90th minute of the match.
Yeah, I think that was crucial. Well, it was crucial for the game, for the outcome of the game, because I'm not sure if nobody knows, but I'm not sure if Spain would have scored if it was 11v11. I think with that man more they had on the pitch for the whole of the extra time, I think that gave them a real advantage with the philosophy, the way they play, their style of play, by keeping the possession, looking for the spaces, opening up some spaces, and they had the goal disallowed as well of Nico Williams. And we see Sergio Ramos here. That was a very important part of the event.
Only when you won it before can you hold it like that. Sergio Ramos has done that, walking the trophy out. Let's get to our commentary for more.
He had his moment, he had his turn, and now he is thrilled to afford such moments to his young compatriots. 2016 overseeing his 3rd World Cup final, and President Donald Trump, who turned 80 over the first weekend of this World Cup, the 45th and 47th President of the USA. There's certainly been a very close alliance around the 23rd FIFA World Cup.
FIFA will now present commemorative medals to the match officials for today's FIFA World Cup 2026 final.
First out the match officials, led by the Slovenian referee Slavko Vincic, and of them it is delightful to be able to report that they were not central figures. It wasn't necessarily an easy game to officiate, but they've overseen that smoothly, Alan.
No, you're right in saying that it wasn't an easy game at times. It got niggly, a bit of simulation, there was some aggression down there, but he's an experienced ref, and him and his officials did really well.
And indeed, much of the refereeing over the course of the whole event has drawn compliments. Very, very proud day for a 46-year-old from Maribor who has reached the peak of his chosen profession.
the FIFA Young Player Award, presented by Aramco.
Well, there is the FIFA Young Player of the tournament, Pau Kubasi, one of two teams into the Fuente side, and you wouldn't have bet on it being him who came away with the prize. This is beyond his wildest fantasy, and you get the sense that it is only just sinking in. This award was given first retrospectively to Pele in 1958. It's gone to Franz Beckenbauer, it's gone to Michael Owen, it's gone to Kylian Mbappe. Last year it went to Enzo Fernandez for the last time. But now, in the breakthrough month of his life, it's gone to 19-year-old Pau Kubasi.
Well, he was part of a fantastic back four, wasn't he? Next to the more experienced Laporte. They hardly gave the opposition a sniff, just the one goal conceded. Amazing stuff, and what a moment for the teenager.
Picture him, he's dreaming. It's really happened. And so much lies ahead of him. So much lies ahead of him. He's only just begun.
The winner of the Adidas Golden Glove is Unai Simon from Spain.
How could the Golden Glove go to anyone but the goalkeeper who conceded just once in the entire competition? Unai Simon. This award was first handed over actually at USA 94 to Belgium's Michel Prudhomme. Since then, Barthez, Kahn, Buffon, Casillas, Neuer, Courtois, Emi Martinez, and now Simon.
He didn't have to get his gloves warm today, did he? He was a bystander in this match. He was a lot busier. Suppose he mattered. He minded one bit.
Another look that says, really, me? One goal conceded.
The winner of the Adidas Golden Ball and the player of the tournament is Rodri from Spain.
And the player of the tournament is the Spanish captain, simply regal in his position. A leader in his comportment, a leader in his style of play. Last time Messi, this time Rodri. Modric has won it, Zidane has won it, Ronaldo and Romario, Schillaci and Maradona. This time, Rodri of Spain.
Back to his very best. Fans of Manchester City will be delighted. Certainly Spain supporters are ecstatic about the part he played, and I'm sure he's delighted after that ACL injury. Even he must have wondered where his career was going, but he's back to the top.
The three happiest Spaniards on the planet.
Football fans, please show your appreciation for the FIFA World Cup 2026 runners-up, Argentina.
Not this time for Messi for Argentina. This time it wasn't to be. This time even the greatest conjurer in the history of the game couldn't quite cast his spell. Messi's magic will endure forever, but 4 years after captivating Qatar and hoisting the trophy high, the simply beautiful, unmatched Lionel Messi must settle for second prize. And so must all of those who wear the stripes of La Albiceleste. 7 World Cup finals, 3 wins, and now 4 defeats.
Yeah, I think for Leo Messi, you saw it on his face, the manner of the defeat would have hurt as much as anything. And never really in with a shot, which must disappoint hugely.
These are not the medals they woke up this morning to collect. Lautaro Martinez going through the shot. Didn't get a chance this time, having impacted so tellingly from the bench in the last couple of games. There's almost nothing more painful than nearly but not quite. Tears. From the greatest, tears. 4 years ago it was perfect. Perfection is hard to repeat. For Scaloni, a weak smile. For Lionel Messi, a quivering lip. Oh, how he wanted to deliver for them again. Can it be that at the age of 43 he'll be back next time? If anybody has enabled the world to dream, it's Lionel Messi.
Well, perhaps he sees the dying of the light. It comes to us all in football. But what a play, the best ever.
Your winners of FIFA World Cup 2026 and the champions of the world for a second time, Spain!
And so, it is Spain's time. 2 summers ago, they danced in Berlin, crowned champions of Europe again. And now, once more, Spain are elevated from continental to global glory.
Alex Ronaldo!
They are coming up by number. David Raya,
Eric Garcia!
Mark Bubel, those who have been this time on the fringe. Players for whom their only precedent was the hallowed class of 2010. So, these men walk now in the footsteps of Puyol and Piqué, of Busquets and Alonso, of Xavi and Iniesta.
Ferran Torres!
And there is the man who won it. He is famed now. His name is golden forever and a day.
Dani Olmo!
Dani Olmo was a delight. Scheming and certain and poised where intent.
Pedro Porro!
And Jeremy Pino, next up Pedro Porro, who was the most thrilling of thrusting fullbacks.
Emek Laporte!
And and none of them can resist a little kiss. Aymeric Laporte, French-born, but Spanish to the core now. Alex Bider, breakthrough month for him as well. The world knows who he is. Nico Williams came off the bench frequently to tease and torment. And here's a young man who, in so many ways, bore the weight of expectation for Spain and bore it out with such class.
He certainly did. Talk about his talent, his ability, but his character as well. On the big stage, his bravery, his courage to take the ball to try things. Magnificent young player.
Kubasi arrived as a boy and leaves as a stellar man. Was the goalkeeper that almost nobody could beat. For Correa, a royal at Real Madrid when the new domestic season starts. After Victor Munoz, he just leaves the captain, who will follow up the coach, De La Fuente. De La Fuente, who has gone where only Vicente Del Bosque led before. What a poised, distinguished individual. What a coach, what a teacher of young men. Well, until now, the ultimate thrill for Spain, the extraordinary privilege has fallen only to Iker Casillas, that heady night in Johannesburg 16 years ago. And now Rodri steps forward to live that same dream. The embodiment of Spain's certainty, their poise, their class. Rodri will reach for the gleaming trophy. La Roja reach for a second star. And it will be brought to them. The president of the game, the president of the USA.
The winners of FIFA World Cup 2026.
In 2026, the champions of the world